like V8 Shepherd. It's kind of got a Winnie the Pooh vibe, that map. Don't you reckon? Hello and good morning. It is Monday and my hair's too high for the car. It's Monday morning and we're both working from home today, so I'm doing nice things. I just illustrated a horse and that was fun. And I'm scanning illustrations and stuff to send to the publisher, but himself is working on tax. So I thought the kindest thing I can do is do the coffee run. So I'm just getting down to the bakery to get us a couple of coffees, and maybe there'll be some leftover teddy bear shortbreads from the weekend, and that will be a nice little treat to break up the horrible tax work. Yeah, top of 10 today, so it's a bit chilly. On the door for lunch, so I'm off. God, I've got to plant those onions. I still haven't planted them. It's Tuesday and I'm just having some quiet time, bit of car sketching time. I usually do it every Tuesday after yoga, like formal yoga, but yoga's closed at the moment, so I'm just doing yoga at home. I go a lot more easy, I've got to say. And but still keeping up this routine is just so good for my nervous system. Plus I feel really good because I submitted a whole lot of stuff yesterday to my agent, so I got things finished. So coffee and drawing at my old spot. It's very green and drenched in colour this morning. Lots of rain and fog, and don't know if we had a frost though. Didn't feel like we always know if there's been a frost because it's bite your face off cold when you wake up. Or it often wakes me up because it's so cold. But no, I don't think there was a frost this morning, but it's still very the colours are really beautiful. Another day, another dance with life. I'm on my way to Writers Group, but I'm just stopping at the post office to post. I love subjecting people to my art. No, I really love sending postcards. It's such a fun thing to do. Like, you just get your own postcards made, and then instead of texting people or emailing them, send them a little note. So I've got 3 to send this morning, so I'll pop those in the post and then I'll head into Castlemaine to Writers Group. Can I show you something? I just want to show you something. This is sad celery, right? It's very sad celery, and it's also frozen because it's been at the back of the fridge. Our fridge is absolutely stuffed. We just have to buy a new one, but we just haven't got round to it. But it is like, I don't know, I think our fridge is about 18 years old, so it's done well. But anyway, yeah, I can't use that, can I? So I'm going to make, because I'm making a meat pie for dinner, and you can't have a meat pie without celery in it. Celery has got such an earthy kind of flavour that you can't taste, but you can taste it when it's not there. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to run out now and get some celery and make my meat pie, and I'll show it to you at the end. And the recipe that I use is so basic, but it's from the Hairy Bikers. Remember the Hairy Bikers? So yeah, it's just scribbled in the back of an old book that I've got, and I use it all the time. But I like cooking a big pie, you know, every couple of weeks, because we get so many meals out of it, and then you don't have to cook on other nights. So I'm sure you know all this stuff. Hi. I think, I don't know. That's what I got. That's, because I wanted some tomato puree. I might just use tomato paste, but now I've got this home, I notice it's got some kind of added flavour like it's called Parma. So that's just so country, Parma. I noticed that so much of the tomato products had extra flavours added to them, and I just wanted straight up tomato puree. Whatever. As my father-in-law used to say, it's tougher where there's none. So, editing Jen here. I just realised that Parma is a city or a region or something in Italy, and because I noticed it was on the other tomato paste, and it's not the flavour of the tomato puree. It's not Parma as in the Parma that you get in a pub here in Australia. We call it a Parma. It's Parmigiana. It's an Australian, we shorten everything. So it's not Parma. It's actually, it's a city and in Italy. And, I'm just really naive. I'm a really naive person. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it in there because I think it's hilarious. Okay, are you ready for the Hairy Biker's recipe? It's in this ancient exercise book that it's got all my mum's recipes in it, handwritten by my mum. But this is the Hairy Biker's. That says Hairy Biker's meat pie filling, minced carrot, onion, celery. But then this is the part that's important for adding flavour. The tomato puree, the flour for thickening, a bit of Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and beef stock. That's it. That's it. Both the kitties are here. He's just having a snack. I think they think it's dinner time, but it's not. It's another hour before meal time for them. And in winter they're on what we call nursing home hours. They have their dinner at 5 o'clock, but it's still a bit early. I'm just checking her bowl now. Here's a guts. Harry. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. See how out of control the garden is, but it's quite dark. In fact, I think the camera's making it look lighter than it is, but I don't know if we're going to get any rain or anything, but yeah, it's got that cold feeling that you get on a late winter's afternoon. I think that's why the cats want to eat, which is fair enough. I want to eat too. By the way, did you think this was a cake tin? Oh, you'd be sadly disappointed. It's the kitchen compost bin. Yes, we don't have cakes on tap. I wish we did have, but we don't. It's 4:25. He's back. Harry, you're an hour early. Smells so good. I'll put the carrot in next and the celery as well. And look how much is left in the Worcestershire sauce. Oh, I didn't see that before I went down to the shops. So anyway, I'll put something else in there. Something will occur to me. I'm just going to take the dead celery down to the compost bin down the back before it gets too dark, because it gets very, very dark way down the backyard. Harry's out there waiting for me. But yeah, the compost bin is behind the witchy cottage, which is that yellow shed you can see there in the background. So it gets a bit dark and creepy down there if I leave it too long. So that's where I'm headed. Hello, Harry Doodledum. Hello, Harry Doodledum. well shut the studio now too for the night. Just checking that there's no cats in here before I lock up. It has happened before that we've had a missing cat and then realised that he's in the studio. This little fishbone fern was coming from nothing, so it looks tiny, but it's doing really well. I'm very pleased, and I'm hoping that one day soon it will be as happy as this one. We have a load of wood under that tarp that we need to pack away, just keeping it protected from the rain. Did you think I was going to make pastry? Well, I'm sorry to burst the bubble. I'm not a homesteader or anything like that. I'm just an ordinary person making a meat pie as quickly as possible. So this is what I'm going to use. Good old Pampas ready rolled puff pastry. That will do the trick. And then sometimes I have a bit left over, like from the pie shape, there might be like a strip left over, and I make little jam tarts with the leftover and we have them hot with cream. Oh, so good, especially if you've got really good jam. And I've got some beautiful jam at the moment that my neighbour gave me. It's what is it, ginger and something, is it ginger and lemon or something like that? Anyway, it's a beautiful jam. If you put that, wrap that in pastry and then just puff pastry and just, you know, coat it with some butter or something and stick it in the oven, you've got a dessert. And then, you know, pour cream over it, maybe some cinnamon. You can do, sometimes I put chocolate inside it as well. Anyway, don't listen if you're healthy. So I put a couple of bay leaves in it as well. There was actually a dash, and that's all I needed, was a dash of Worcestershire sauce. That was what was left in the bottle. So I was going to put a little bit of red wine vinegar in it, but I don't think I need that. I've got the stock powder, so that will be enough to add some flavour to the meat filling. Also, not only, but also, I'm making this filling really early because I want it to sit and stew for a while so that it gets lots of flavour in it, because we won't eat until about 7 or 7:30 tonight. So if I make the pie filling now and then stick it in the oven, you know, at 6:30 or something, then it'll be ready to eat later on tonight. So, and it'll have some really good flavours soaked through it. going crazy. He's just out there. It must be that. Let me get this camera right. I don't know, it must be just the time of night. He's just going really loopy. David's chopping wood. It's Friday, it's nearly 4:30, but it's really, really cold. I've just got home from work and I swapped my days at the wool shop this week. And so I worked today, an extra sort of longish day. It was really, really busy because the wool show's on. So there's a lot of people in the vicinity. The Bendigo wool show's on. So yeah, it was just really busy in the shop. And I've just had a quick cup of coffee and I came down to the studio because I got all super inspired. Yesterday, because usually on Thursday I work, and so I'm used to my structure. Okay, here's the Taurus in me. So Thursday I usually work in the wool shop, and because we swapped days this week, I had yesterday, Thursday was kind of free. Like everything I'd done, I got done and got submitted to my agent and all that. I'd sort of caught up on a lot of stuff, and I had this day that stretched out before me. This was yesterday, and I didn't do anything. Like I went out for a coffee to try and get my brain to give me something to do. Nothing appealed. And then I planted some onions and I was in the garden, and I thought maybe if I just do some grounding, something will occur to me. So I finally planted some onions and some cauliflowers. And as I was doing that, very late in the season, mind you, I don't know if they'll make it. And I had this massive hypo, like my blood sugar just went like crashed. And I thought, oh my God, I don't even know if I can walk back inside. I had forgotten to eat. I'd had I don't know what I'd had. Anyway, I was not in a good way. So I went inside and sort of ate whatever I could get into my body and swore that I would never do that again. And then I fell asleep on the couch. It was just one of those days, like I just could not get my shit together yesterday. I was even gonna, I thought I would finish this video and all those sorts of things, but I just couldn't. In the end, I gave into it. I gave into the la and I just did nothing, basically. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird day, but clearly it was needed because like today's been really good and really busy. And then I got really inspired and I black paint already. Like this is why I don't paint in good clothes, because I just have to look at a paint tube and it's on my hands. It's bizarre. So I've just prepped a little board, not canvas, a board to do some painting tomorrow. And I got inspired when I posted those postcards that I took you to the post office with me. It was just such a buzz to send handwritten notes on postcards that you've made yourself to your friends. It's just like, I can't explain how much pleasure that gave me. And so I decided I'm going to do a whole range of postcards. And hang on, I'll show you. I've got in my sketchbook, I've got some animals. So I'm going to redo them, repaint them, and then make postcards. Just a sec. Some of you have probably seen these, but I did these like last summer, just in my, playing with paints. So I'm going to do Summer Wombat. And then this was a bit of a disaster. I closed the pages while it was still wet, so that wasn't very good. So, and I'm going to do some koalas. I'm not sure which kind of koalas. Anyway, that will be a lot of fun to paint them onto proper little canvases and then make postcards with them. So that's my next exciting little project that I'm going to do, and I feel excited about, because yesterday I just couldn't get excited about anything. Nothing appealed. I had writing to do. I've always got writing to do. You know, I had things that I should have been getting on with, but you know, the spirit was willing, but the flesh was just like, no, I just want to lay here on the couch and stare into the space. So basically that's what I did. I watched a couple of movies, did a bit of knitting. Oh, I'm knitting a scarf again, another scarf, not another Sophie scarf. I think I told you about this one. I didn't have a black scarf, and so I've decided that I need a black scarf. So this is the merino fleck. I don't know if you can see. I'm using what's called seed stitch, and those of you who know basic knitting will know seed stitch. It's a lovely stitch. It's just knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, but you always have an odd number of stitches. So this is 31 stitches wide. This is quite a wide scarf this is going to be. But as long as you have an odd number of stitches cast on, you'll always get this bobbly pattern if you go knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, because instead of it ribbing as it would if you had an even number of stitches, it doesn't rib, it bobbles. You see that? So it's a lovely stitch, seed stitch. I had my friend at one of the local shops gave me a pattern just up the top of her head that she had knitted a scarf that sort of had the holy pattern in it, sort of, you know, a bit lacy, and I tried it. I couldn't make it work. I'm sure I copied it down wrong, so I need to go back and talk to her about that. But in the meantime, I decided just to go with seed stitch and do this one, and I'm really happy with where it's headed. So that'll be a lovely warm black scarf. So apart from that, scarf, postcards, that's where I'm at. All right, so thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. And wherever you are, I hope that you're safe and well and happy, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.